It's not easy looking like this. It takes a lot of time and effort. I have to shave this head every day. I'm not worried about having a bad hair day. I'm not worried about lank hair, greasy hair, flyaway hair, split ends, dandruff. But if I don't shave this head every day, it turns into a giant Velcro pad. Anything, everything sticks to it. I have to rip my head from the pillow. My wife bought brand new bright blue fluffy towels. I had the matching bright blue fluffy head. I've gone to work, put a sock stuck to the back of my head. I didn't know it was there. Was it one of my socks? And then a friend asked me to cat sit. She had a little kitten. It was adorable. It was black and white and fluffy. It sat on my lap, on the arm of the chair, on my shoulder. Disaster. The gravitational pull of this head was too much. It sucked the kitten in, sticking it to the side of my head. I tried tugging, twisting, pulling, but half an hour later, Kitty is still stuck and gone into shock. One thing left to do, cut the kitten free. I went to the mirror and very carefully, making sure I turned neither of us into Van Gogh, I cut away. I did it, but now Kitty looked lopsided. All the fur missing on one side. So I trimmed the other side to match. Have you ever seen a punk kitten? With a Mohican from the back of its head right down to its tail? But the problem was, I had a patch of black and white kitten fur stuck right here. I tried brushing it off and rubbing it off and washing it off, but it wouldn't shift. I got sellotape. I went back to the mirror. I put strips of sellotape across the fluff. Nothing. I found one of those sticky roller things for getting lint off of clothes. Nothing. I needed something stronger. And in the toolbox I found a roll of gaffer tape. That'll do it, I thought. Yet with hindsight, I went back to the mirror. I tore off a piece of gaffer tape. I stuck it over the fluff. I thought, this might sting a bit. The quicker you do it, the better. I girded my loins. I gritted my teeth. When I stopped rolling on the floor, swearing, screaming, when the tears dried, there's a piece of gaffer tape lying there, with a big pink piece of my flesh still attached. I crawled across the floor. I climbed up the wall. I looked in the mirror. I fainted. There's this huge red raw wound right here. And then to add insult to injury, when Kitty's owner came home, who got all the sympathy? Oh, poor little Kitty, what has he done to you? The cat liked its Mohican. It was pogoing around the room to the Sex Pistols. It's formed a band. But the worst thing about shaving his head, nicks. The smallest, the tiniest little nick. There will be blood. And it'll burst from my head like crude oil from the ground. And the amount of blood always goes up in direct proportion to the importance of the occasion. Weddings, interviews. I was getting ready for an interview. I'm stood there shaving away, thinking of the questions they'll ask, the answers I'll give. My attention wandered. Ah! The blood's up the wall, across the mirror, across the ceiling, across my only white shirt. It won't stop. I tried everything, even the traditional method. Little bits of blue roll stuck to my head. But it didn't work. And I'm running late. I've only shaved half my head. So now the nerves get to me. I'm going to try and do the other half. Nick, 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 nick. I might as well have got a rusty knife and dragged it across my head. My head is a mass of little bits of loo roll, turning red. I've got to go. I'm going to be late. In desperation, I grabbed a whole loo roll and wound it round and round my head. No one sat next to me on the bus. The receptionist gave me a very strange look. She wasn't sure if I'd had a lobotomy, a nasty accident, or if I was a nutter. Everybody else moved away. And just before I went in for my interview, I whipped off my new roll turban, threw it in a bin. The bleeding has stopped. The interview went well. But of course, the pressure mounts. My blood pressure went up. And I felt the first nick open. And that was the signal for the others. One by one, they popped open. I could feel the blood raining down the side of my face, down the back of my neck, into my eyes, and the interview panel just stared. And then the chairwoman said, "Mr. Snowbarger, this is a very important job. You're out there on our front desk, the first point of contact for our customers. Last week we had somebody in here threatening staff with a knife. We need someone with the tact, the skills, the diplomacy to deal with that kind of situation." And she looked at me, sat there, shaved head, thick neck, tattoos, blood pouring down my face. "You're that boy for us." Thank you.